Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to make some large cupcake ornaments, and these would make great gifts for people, or if you have a large Christmas tree like I do, they'll be perfect to fill in the space. So I'm going to start out with two of these floral foams from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to glue these together just like this to give me the structure for my cupcake. So I'm just going to hot glue the two together. Now I'm also going to use one of these styrofoam balls. It's 2.4 inches. If you wanted to, or if you can find a styrofoam ball that fits the top of this, you could just eliminate this second one and use a styrofoam ball instead of that. But I am trying to use Dollar Tree styrofoam because it's expensive everywhere else. So I'm using this way. So just cut the styrofoam in half. And then we're going to place that one on top of there. Try to get it centered. And this is just going to give you a really nice foundation to build your fake frosting on so that it doesn't get droopy or anything. Okay, so the bottom one is just going to look like cake. So what I'm going to do is just paint this bottom portion, and this one I'll do with melted chocolate. Make it like a chocolate cupcake. Be sure to get in that little seam there too, just in case your frosting doesn't cover. You don't want a green space showing. And then you'll also want to do the bottom. So you want to put this aside to dry. After doing this, I realized if I didn't put this ball on here, I could have just stood this up and let it dry this way. So you might want to wait and attach the top styrofoam piece after you allow this to dry. Okay, so this is pretty well dry. It might have a few little wet spots, but I can deal with it. So for this chocolate one, I'm going to do a pink frosting. So I have an empty container here, and I'm going to put some of my lightweight spackling in there, and then I'm going to add my Cameo Pink, the same color I used for my cupcake base, and then just mix that in really well. Make sure it's not streaky or anything like that. Okay, so now I need to put this into my piping bag. So I'm going to use my 2D tip for this one, and it's just a closed star. You can also use 1M or any tip that you want. So I'm going to put the tip down into my bag, and then I'm just going to mark right below those openings, and that's where I'll want to cut my bag. And then I can just push the tip right through there, and it should stay in perfectly. I'm just going to fill this up with my pink frosting. So before I pipe this on, I'm going to go ahead and also get out my whatever I want to use to decorate this, so that I have it on hand and ready to go, so that my spackle doesn't dry up on me. So for this one, I think I'm going to use these like styrofoam beads from Dollar Tree as my sprinkles. And then I have this Christmas ornament. It's like a mini Christmas ornament ball that I'm going to just remove the wire, and I'm going to use this as the cherry on top. Okay, so I'm going to start piping at the bottom here. And if you've watched my like whipped cream video, I say if you move your piping bag slower, you get more of like a ruffly look. If you move it fast, you're going to get more of like a swirly look, like a ice cream kind of look. Oh shoot, before we go any further, we need to put the ribbon on so we can hang this thing. So I just have some cheap ribbon that I got at Walmart that I'm going to use for this. You don't want any that's really super wide. You want something kind of on the thinner side. Just make sure you leave enough that once you get your whipped cream on there, which is going to go up past this top, that you can still have enough to hang it from. So then I'm just going to hot glue this onto the top here. Okay, now back to piping. Sorry about that, I completely forgot. So at the top here, just hold up your ribbon so that it doesn't get caught up in your frosting. Isn't that so cute? So you can see we have a nice structure here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cherry on the top. And then I'm going to put my little sprinkles on. Just kind of pat them in there a little bit so that they stick well. So there's that one. I cannot wait to put these on my tree. So now for the one with the white base, I'm going to do a purple, I guess kind of lavender. So for this one, I'm going to add Velvet Crush as my color. Oh, you guys, I forgot the ribbon again. So I'm going to use a little donut as my topper, little mini donut. Now if you want, you could also stick a toothpick into the donut and then stick it down into the styrofoam ball so that it stays nicely and you don't worry about it smushing down your spackle. These are sprinkles that I made out of clay with a hole punch. For this last one, I'm just going to use white spackle. So I have this little snowflake. It is an ornament that they sell at Dollar Tree, so I'm going to stick that in there. I got this little peppermint bead at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to stick that in there. Then for my sprinkles, I have more of the styrofoam beads from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use those. And I actually just really like how that looks, just like that. So I think I'm going to leave that one just like that. So that's how to make giant cupcake ornaments. You wouldn't even have to make them ornaments if you just want to be able to sit them around for decorations if you don't have a large tree. So I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see your cupcakes. And I will see you in the next video.